So let's move into some of your homework here and see if we can kind of apply some of this to statistics here. So suppose that you have a distribution of 300 items, has a mean of 130 and a standard deviation of 10. Find the z-score of the item x equals 148. So really, to find the z-score, we have to know the item, which they said was 148. The mean was 130 and the standard deviation was 10. So I can just substitute this straight into our formula. So z equals this 148 minus this 130 and divided by 10. And they do say round to the nearest tenth. So I'm going to do this in two parts. So I'm just going to say 148 minus 130. And what's that going to give us there? Is that 18? Then if we divide by 10, we know dividing by 10 just makes the decimal move one place to the left. So it should be 1.8. So 1.8. So it looks like we don't have to round this because it is our a to the tenth place. So remember, this is the ones place, this is the tenth place. So we're there. So your z-score would be 1.8. Looking at question 3. Let's see here. So given a mean, standard deviation, and a raw score, find the corresponding z-score. Assume the distribution is normal. So the mean is 40, the standard deviation is 2, and the x value is 35. So if I'm drawing a graph of this, we know that the mean is out here in the middle. So the mean is 40. And then since the standard deviation is 2, that means this next region would be 42, and then this would be 44, and then this would be 46 out here at the end. If I lose 2, I'd be at 38, lose 2, 36, lose 2, be around 34. So what they're wanting is the z-score at 35. So they're wanting to know what the z-score is at this spot. So we're going to try to convert that down to what z-score that's going to be. So it looks like that's going to be past 2 standard deviations. So it looks like that's between 2 and 3 standard deviations to the left. So it looks like based on that, the graph, the z-score should be somewhere to the left of -2. So that's what we're looking for. So if we put this data in, so to find our z-score, we know that the data item is 35 minus 40 is my mean. If I divide that by 2, that's going to give me my standard deviation. So again, on the calculator, I'm going to do this in two parts. 35 lose 40, I'm going to be in the hole by 5. That's going to be a -5. Then I'm going to divide by 2. So divide that by 2. -2.5 would be our z-score. And based on our graph, notice how 35 would be halfway between 34 and 36. So that does kind of match up with what we have here is a z-score of -2.5. So that X item of 35 corresponds to a z-score of -2.5. So it's about right here. So -2.5 is where that would fall on my graph. So I'm gonna stop there and do some examples on another video.